In the winter of 1959, 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute set out on an expedition into the remote and unforgiving Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. Led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, the group was prepared for the challenges ahead. What they weren't prepared for, however, was the unimaginable terror that awaited them in the icy wilderness. What happened to them remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a case that has baffled investigators and spawned countless theories for over 6 decades. The Ural Mountains, a rugged and remote region, stand as a natural barrier between Europe and Asia. For the Dyatlov group, this was not their first trek into such treacherous terrain. They were well-equipped, experienced, and motivated. The group of 8 men and 2 women, all in their early 20s, were united by their passion for adventure. They planned to reach Otorten, a mountain whose name ominously translates to "don't go there" in the local Mansi language. Little did they know this warning would take on a sinister meaning. Before embarking on their journey, Dyatlov left a note stating their intended route, promising to send a telegram upon their return. The group even carried a camera documenting their progress with smiles and camaraderie. But as they ventured deeper into the wilderness, conditions grew harsher, and their route became increasingly perilous. On January 28th, one member of the group, Yuri Yudin, fell ill and turned back. This decision saved his life. On February 1st, 1959, the group set up camp on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, known as Dead Mountain in the local Mansi language. It was a curious decision, as the forested area below would have provided better shelter from the freezing winds. But Dyatlov likely chose this spot for the challenge, a decision that would prove fatal. When the group failed to return, their families grew concerned, and a search party was sent out on February 20th. What they found was both disturbing and inexplicable. The tent was discovered first, half buried in snow and slashed open from the inside, as if the hikers had desperately tried to escape something, anything, in the dead of night. But what could have driven them to flee into the freezing cold, leaving behind all their gear, their clothes, and even their shoes? Over the next few weeks, the search party gradually uncovered the bodies, each discovery more puzzling than the last. The first 2 bodies were found near a large cedar tree, dressed only in their underwear with burns on their hands, as if they had tried in vain to warm themselves. Nearby, Dyatlov himself was found, clutching a tree branch, his body frozen in a defensive position. 3 more bodies were discovered in a similar state, scattered as if they were trying to return to the tent. But it was the discovery of the last 4 bodies, 2 months later in May, that deepened the mystery. They were found in a ravine, buried under 13 feet of snow. These bodies showed signs of extreme trauma. One hiker had a fractured skull, another had broken ribs, and one woman, Lyudmila Dubanina, was missing her eyes and tongue. The official autopsy could not explain these injuries. There were no external wounds to match the internal damage, leading investigators to describe it as a force comparable to that of a car crash. But what could have caused such brutal injuries in the middle of the wilderness? The bizarre circumstances surrounding the Dyatlov Pass incident have given rise to countless theories, each more mysterious than the last. Some believe the group stumbled upon a secret Soviet military experiment, perhaps involving parachute mines or radiation. In fact, traces of radiation were found on some of the hikers' clothing, fueling speculation of a government cover-up. Others suggest they were victims of a Yeti attack, though no physical evidence supports this claim. Another popular theory involves UFOs. Some witnesses reported seeing strange lights in the sky around the time of the incident, leading some to speculate that the hikers encountered something extraterrestrial. Then there's the theory of infrasound, a rare weather phenomenon that can induce panic in humans. Could the hikers have been driven mad by a natural force they couldn't see or understand? More mundane explanations include an avalanche or katabatic winds, a sudden violent windstorm that could have forced the hikers to flee. However, these theories don't fully account for the strange injuries or the group's apparent disorientation. To this day, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most perplexing and chilling mysteries of the 20th century. In 2020, Russian authorities reopened the case and concluded that an avalanche was the most likely cause of death. But this explanation has not satisfied everyone, leaving room for speculation and debate. The story of the 9 hikers who perished on Dead Mountain continues to captivate, haunting us with unanswered questions. What really happened on that cold, dark night in 1959? We may never know, but the legend of the Dyatlov Pass Incident will live on, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved. If you like to see more unveiled stories like this, please like, share, and subscribe for more.